Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, October the 31st, 2023. Tuesday, October the 31st. You know, today was not too much happened, and this is supposed to be November sweeps. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed in the action that's not happening, right? Let's start off with Anna. Okay, Anna's having lunch with Felicia, and she's talking about, she's just getting tired of staying in the hotel. Sonny's got a bodyguard posted, but she's just tired of the hotel life, and she's said maybe I should get a place of my own, because she said she really can't move in with Valentine and Charlotte because they need some time together. Um, so Felicia comes up with the idea. She calls Maxie, who happened to have been at Kelly's, thanking Carly for having a Halloween party for kids at Kelly's. They're going to have activities and all kind of things to do, because she says, I did not want to go house to house with James trick or treating, because that boy wants to hit every house and spend time and get all the candy he can at each house. So anyway, Maxie shows Anna her place. Maxie left her place furnished because she bought all new furniture for Lulu's house. And Anna loved it. She said, this is perfect for me. And it's a quiet building, it's a family building. It has a security guard. And, Anna says, I will take it. And Max is like, really? You're not just taking it to help me out. She goes, no, you're helping me out, Maxie. And my whole thing is, Maxie just hangs up. She's had that apartment for more than 10 years now. Yeah. No, goodness, way more than that. Well, they've aged Georgie. But yeah, it's been a decade. And she's still hanging on to it. I guess that they do subleases in New York, because in California, you moving out there, you ain't not subleasing. You giving up you giving up your place. They're renting it to somebody else and leasing it to somebody else and raising the price. So anyway, it worked out. And Anna calls Sonny. And Anna says, I don't need your bodyguard anymore. I'm in a building, it has a security guard. So what, Anna? What an idiot. What a bozo. You don't give up your guard day one. You wait to make sure, because see, the Metro Court had security cameras. They didn't talk about this building here is full of security cameras in the corridors. You keep the, I thought, why would she do that? But see, so danger, so Charlotte can take another attempt is what, and I hope Annie busts her little behind out this time, right? So we'll see how that goes. And then we have Laura. She goes to see Sonny. She talks to Sonny, and Laura tells Sonny, could he be there for Spencer? Because she told him about how Nicholas just doesn't want to be found, and right now he's pretty much given up the right to be a father to his sons. He's choosing to stay away. Laura still says, I haven't given up hope that there are extenuating circumstances as to his disappearance and why he's staying away. And Sonny said, well, look, Laura, Nicholas is not one of my favorite people. So I really won't be able to talk to Spencer and speak on Nicholas's behalf. I know he's your son, and I respect you, but I don't like the guy. And him and Nicholas have never liked each other. Oh, and you know what? Wait, I am remiss. I want to definitely give my condolences to the family of Tyler Christopher. He passed away, uh, found, I guess, from a heart attack at age 50, so young. He was the best Nicholas. He honestly was the best Nicholas that ever played Nicholas. So I our condolences, my sincere condolences to the family. So anyway, Laura says, no, I understand, Sonny, but no, what I mean is, he goes, did you tell Spencer that his father is alive? And she goes, yes, I did. And I didn't get the reaction I thought. She said, I actually saw kind of sadness in him. She goes, I'm not asking you to go to Spencer and talk to him. She's saying, if Spencer comes to you, will you please be there for him? He respects you. And I know he is going to need you. And he says, of course, I love Spencer. Of course, if he comes to me, absolutely, I will be there for whatever he needs. And Laura said, thank you. That's all I can ask. So they have coffee and, they have this friendship, which is so interesting to hear him talk. He goes, oh, by the way, I am honoring our agreement, the agreement I made to you, that I won't make a move against Cyrus unless it's warranted. you know? And Laura says, I appreciate that. Now, everybody, what do you think it means, the term, I won't make a move against him? In other words, wasn't he telling her, I won't put a hit out on your brother or pull the trigger myself unless it's warranted? And she said, "They're understandable. It's understandable." Which is the very thing Cyrus beefs about. He says, why is it Sonny Corinthos gets a pass and I don't? I don't even get any consideration. That's because the way Sonny handles it. He was so smooth and calm and saying, I just want you to know I'm honoring our agreement. I won't make a move unless it's warranted. Dimples, and she's like, thank you, Sonny. When do you tell a mobster, oh, you know what? Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying you ain't gonna kill him unless he needs it. But guess what? She don't like Cyrus anyway. And Laura would be the first to say, look, I ain't gonna make a move on my brother unless he threatens my grandkids. And then I got to put him out. Take him out. Right? Laura will. So anyway, meanwhile, Cyrus decided, no, let's go to Charlotte and Valentine. She has him wrapped around her finger, pleading her case pretty much. No, she wants to go trick-or-treating unsupervised and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, no, you've been unsupervised long enough, for too long. Well, I don't want my friends seeing you tagging along. Their parents are letting them go unsupervised. I am 15. I don't have to blah, blah, blah. He goes, nope, I'll be right there with you. But see, he was getting a bargaining chip. He goes, okay, you know what? The only way I'm going to let you go, and mind you, I'm going to drive you and your friends and drop you off at the neighborhood that they want to trick or treat at, right? If you go and you agree to talk to Kevin Collins first. She says, what? Because I understand, Charlotte, there are things you don't want to tell me, but I could tell something's going on with you. I can tell. Okay, you don't have to talk to me, but I want you to talk to Kevin. So she goes, fine. If that means I can go trick-or-treating without you come out, I'll go. Sure. I'm thinking, because in her mind, she's thinking, because I'm only tell him what I want to tell him. Right? That's Charlotte for you. That's little Helena for you. So she gets up because she wants a scone. When she leaves the table, Valentine calls Laura. But this is later on in the scene that he calls Laura. because while Laura and Sonny are still talking, Sonny gets a phone call and he goes, or even he may have been a text, but I think it was a phone call. And he looks across at Laura and he says, listen, uh, you got a visitor at your house. You better go take care of it. And she looks at him. Now, who that visitor is Cyrus. Okay, Esme has got to stop opening a door without looking out a peephole. Okay? Isn't that just how her baby got kidnapped from her? She opened the door thinking it's a delivery guy. Or did that person, were they disguised as a pizza delivery guy? He may have had an empty pizza box. But anyway, she knows who Cyrus is. But Esme's so busy. I think she was frustrated. Little Ace was asleep and it was getting late. Spencer was running late. And I think she opened the door in haste. And it's Cyrus. She steps back with her baby because he's asleep. And he goes, well, hello. And you know how he talks when he's trying to be that eerie, creepy, charming, right? The kind that you're saying, look, are your hands crossed behind your back? Because you sound like you lying, right? So she goes, what are you doing here? And she's stepping back. And he goes, well, I came to see my dear sister. And he closes, see, you don't get to take the upper hand in my surroundings. You don't get to, for one, come in. For two, shut the door behind you. You know how we all say Esme has to have her memory back? No. Esme would have had a better upper hand of this upper hand, baby or not. See, because my baby is in the room with me, because I'm holding my baby, I'm really gonna have to take care of you as a threat, right? For one, it's not stand back. And he goes, oh, is that my dear nephew? And she, oh, no. Everybody else from Trina to Portia have told Cyrus off, right? Esme just, oh, no. You know, and Cyrus was just working it. He goes, she goes, I know who you are. And I'm thinking, okay, it's because you know who you are. You should say, and you know what? I'm 100% sure Laura would not want you in the house. So I need you to leave. I need you to leave. Now, so as he's saying something to her, Spencer's coming in because he was running late, right? He's coming in. He opens the door and he sees Cyrus standing there. And he closes the door. I love the way Nicholas Chavez can act, right? Because what are you doing here? Why? She goes, he says he's here to see Laura. And I was about to tell him Laura wasn't here. He goes, Spencer goes, well, I'm sure my grandmother wouldn't appreciate you showing up like this. And Spencer immediately closed the gap between him and Cyrus, right? As he's coming in closer. But then they cut to another scene, probably no crap Anna, whatever. But when they come back to Laura's house, Spencer has Ace from Esme. Esme has her jacket on now. That may be what she may have had that same jacket on when she was holding Ace. But now Esme has the diaper bag and her purse. And Spencer's saying, well, let's get you out the door. Because somehow she says she works for Alexis. He goes, oh, that's a lady that runs that magazine. That newspaper. And Spencer says, yeah. And if you don't get out the door right now, you don't want to be late, so you can keep your job. He's talking to Esme, like, hurry up and get out. And Spencer has the baby and he's walking Esme and the baby to the door. So when they get to the door, he gives Esme Ace and she takes him and kind of like, thanks, thanks. He closes the door and that's when he looked at Cyrus. He looked and he walked over to him, like getting in his personal space. He said, don't you ever show up like this again. My grandmother would not appreciate you showing up. Oh, because Cyrus tried to talk Spencer into letting him spend some time. I just know now's the time for me to get to know my lovely, lovely great nephew. And Spencer says, no, no. And he goes, and Spencer, we didn't have time to talk the other day. Maybe we can reconnect. And Spencer's just looking at him. Then they cut to the scene. They come back. He's ushered Esme out. And he goes, you tried to come here where Esme is vulnerable with my baby brother. And he goes, that's a mistake. And then Cyrus is like, what are you talking about? I protected you. That is my family. I protected you in Pentonville and this, that, and the other. And Spencer's just looking at him like, and so Cyrus gives one of his spout passages, right? And as he's doing the Lord, this, that, and the other, Spencer kind of steps back like, oh, here you go with this. Here you go with this rhetoric, right? And Cyrus is looking at him. He says, I don't believe a bit of that act. I don't. And you're going to stay away from my baby brother, right? And so Cyrus is like, you should be more grateful. And because Spencer was doing this to Cyrus, and Cyrus now back to him. And as he's getting mad, and and Spencer is kind of smirking like, there you are. There you are. And he tells Cyrus under his breath, he goes, calm down. Calm down. That's what Spencer tells Cyrus. Because Cyrus is loose. Yeah, see, mob boss Cyrus was getting ready to flip into mob boss Cyrus. Actually was starting there. And Spencer was just like, yeah, here you go. Now this is you. This is the you that I know you are. Right? And I thought, ooh, my goodness, he's going to be an adversary. But guess what? Wasn't he an adversary to his other great uncle? He going to be an adversary to this great uncle too? Good. Good. They need to give him situations where he can truly act. And they're getting ready to give us something. They're getting ready to give Nicholas Spencer, something he could sink his teeth into. And the two of them could go at it. Because remember, the actor that plays Cyrus Renault, he won a Daytime Emmy for his role. So I think between these two, we're going to see some good stuff, some really good stuff. So as Cyrus is raising his voice at at Spencer, Laura comes in and she looks Cyrus dead, and Spencer turns around and says, grandmother. He's going to say, just showed up. And she didn't even give Spencer a chance to talk. She goes, and she never lost eye contact with Cyrus. She goes, Spencer, I need you to leave me alone with my brother. I need to speak to him alone. Spencer's like, shit, ain't nothing but a word. You know? He's like, yeah, go ahead, grandmother, because I know you getting ready to give it to him, right? So Spencer leaves, and Laura is, how dare you come to my house uninvited? How dare you? Because one thing Cyrus told Spencer, he goes, I just wanted to see my dear sister since I got out of prison. I know as the mayor, she wouldn't have wanted me to go to my office. And Spencer says she would have rather you gone to her office versus coming to her home or our home, right? So Laura said, you don't ever, ever speak to my grandchildren. No, he goes, you don't ever, he goes, well, they're speak to my family or come around my family uninvited. They're my family too. And I was getting to know that beautiful little Ace, spending time with him. See, Cyrus was lying. He was trying to get a real rise out of Laura. He didn't get to spend no time with Ace at all, nor was he connecting with Spencer. But he wanted her to think that. And so he goes, we are blood, Laura, no matter what. You are my sister. We have the same blood running through our veins, and I care about you. And I care about your family. I have always cared. I protected Spencer in Pentonville. He almost gave up the bag and said, look, I kept your son Nicholas alive in his own way. Cyrus does want to protect Laura's family. And not just want to, he has. Without Cyrus having Austin take care of Nicholas, Nicholas would have died. But Laura doesn't know that, right? She doesn't know that. But still, what everybody does know about Cyrus is he's a dangerous person. And right now, he's not who he's saying he is. He's not. So Laura says, she goes, I just want to get to know you and be close. Laura says, look, and give me a chance. She says, you know what? Okay. But in order for this to work, I call you. You don't ever, if you ever show up uninvited again or ambush them anywhere else, I'll make sure you never get to know those boys ever. So when I invite you, then you can come. Now, but for right now, this visit, right now, Laura says, oh, it's over. And Cyrus looked at her. So she's turning to go to the door. She opens the door and she looks at him. And he goes past her to the threshold. And he turned around and he goes, I will wait for your phone call. And then he takes out a business card. She's down at it like, and she kind of chuckles a teeny bit inside herself like, what's an ex-con doing with a set of business cards already? And I kind of laughed at it too. I said, goodness gracious, the man has business cards? Well, okay. Because he's thinking, look, dear sister, you said you're going to call me, but how you going to call me if you don't have my phone number? So I'm making sure you have my number. And so when Cyrus leaves, that's when Laura gets the call from Valentine. And Valentine is saying, Laura, Charlotte agreed to go see Kevin. I honestly, I know she needs help, right? We're going to see Kevin today. Now, Charlotte's supposed to be getting a scone, but see, Charlotte is already back, sneaking, hiding behind whatever piece of decorum or furniture display they got. She listening to him. See, Charlotte is gonna do some damage. And I foresee Charlotte ending up having to go to a facility for teens, mental one. I foresee that in Charlotte. Something she gonna flip the big one. She really is. They gonna put that girl away for a minute, you know. Maybe some Shady Brook. She gonna need a little Shady Brook. But because Valentine's only gonna be able to cover for her so much, and Laura too. See, this mayor will bend the law, which is why she and Sonny such good friends. This mayor will bend the law if the law needs bending for her family. That's why I like Laura so much, right? But anyway, everybody, let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner and see what we got going on here. Okay, we have Wendy says Cyrus is plotting on everyone. He may use Esme. She's right for evil. No, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't believe she's lost her memory. I kind of do believe she's lost her memory. I really do. Esme is a better, she has this self-protectiveness in her. Cyrus wouldn't have shook her the way he did if, I don't know. I'm reserving the right for Esme. Still creeping around listening behind doors, not to be trusted. Okay, you know what? Listening, eavesdropping is a different story than I got my memory back. Because if she really truly had her memory back, she would have made Spencer miss that weekend with Trina. Linda says, when is it going to stop? Not Tyler. I know. I loved his acting. Rest in peace, Tyler. I'm going to miss him. He was the best Nicholas General Hospital ever had. I agree with you, Linda. He was the best. And I wish he could have reprised the role of Nicholas. Me too. I was really hoping for that. There's another guy who played Nicholas that would work too. Who was it? Because it sure isn't this one. I just can't remember his name. The actor played alongside the character Gia. Oh, Taggart's sister. Oh, okay. So I don't know who may have stepped in at that point. The actor played Nicholas at that time. He was dark and very handsome. I think his nationality was Greek or Italian. If anyone remembers the actor, what was that actor's name? We're gonna have to look that up, right? What was his name? Because I want to see a picture of him. I am says Elizabeth received 5 million and a house from Jason ELQ shares. Elizabeth cries broke, but isn't. She saves everything. Cam's dad was young and did not have any family or money. Yeah, that is true. So, nobody. But Jason, look, Elizabeth did have money. Plus, Jason, remember, Jason set up a trust fund for Jake and Danny. They have millions. Why Elizabeth never tapped into it, I don't know, or maybe she don't need it for Jake right now. But Elizabeth does have some money. Let's see. Yeah. And then Wendy says, wasn't his dad Blackie? No. And are you talking about Lucky? Blackie. I don't remember a Blackie on General Hospital. I don't know. She had a few good men. LOL. Well, you know what? Good men, questionable. Xander was the name of Cameron's father, Xander. She was with Xander, but they really weren't a couple. She was just slept with Xander. Xander, Lucky, Nicholas, Jason, or Lucky, Jason, Nicholas, Lucky, Nicholas. I mean, Jason again / Drew. Yeah, Elizabeth goes back and forth. And then we have Franco and Finn. So I don't know how good they were. Gray Area Film says, ha ha ha, Scott Baldwin ain't that good. Hilarious. Yeah, Scott is, Scott's slimy, sleazy. NK Rose says, Cyrus gave away his money in hopes of getting it back via the Pikeman deal. Ron says Cyrus has everyone thinking that, but he has offshore accounts that cannot be traced. Dacia says, I hope Sasha doesn't run into Cyrus. She'll have a breakdown again if she sees Cyrus in public. I know. This man is, and look, he's seeking every single body. He's gonna seek Sasha out. Wendy says, why hasn't anyone told her? I don't know, and I don't agree. She should be on the first list of knowing that Cyrus is out. LaShunta says, Luis Alcazar. Jason, unalived him. Jason killed him. Lorenzo. Wait, Luis Alcazar. Jason killed Lorenzo. I don't know. Was Lorenzo ever really killed? Lorenzo Alcazar? I know his brother Luis was, because Alexis killed him. She stabbed him and let him die to death in the snow. She was in a drunken blackoutness. Ron says, but I do remember Jason trying to get rid of Lorenzo because they were protecting Sky too, and her baby. Ron says Sonny is just like a magnet towards women. I'd be surprised if Lois doesn't hit on him. P. Merrill says Lois would never disrespect Nina like that. Lois could care less about Nina. She wouldn't disrespect Olivia. Well, no, Olivia's not with Sonny. Lois would disrespect Nina, I think. She don't even know Nina. But she did say congratulations because she should have, right? She is his brother from another mother. Yeah, that is true. Or he is her brother from another mother. That doesn't mean she'll pretend to like Nina. Wendy says Sonny is a player, has player vibes. NK Rose says Lois is going to be the one to break it to Sonny that Nina hurt Carly. Could be, and I would like that. P. Merle says, I hope someone does. Maybe he'll remember when how he felt when Carly left him for Lorenzo. Maybe he'll have his NF dream, Nixon fall dream again and see Carly's face. Lucy says, Team Lucy Cole. Lucy, are you Team Lucy Cole because her name is Lucy? Because I don't know anybody who's Team Lucy. Just, ooh, ever since that whole storyline last summer, I can't stand Lucy, and I couldn't stand her before. Mika Sandra says, yay, TJ has integrity. LaShawn says, is Sky Quartermain Blaze's mother? Blaze is the nickname Luke Spencer called Sky. And Just K says, it's a rumor Blaze could be Lila Ray. That would be a good twist. I think Luke called Sky Red and Blaze. I think for sure he called her Blaze. I think he called her Red too. Lucy says to Just K, GH needs a good twist. And if Blaze is a Q, here we go. Krista says, yes, it was their first time, talking about Finn and Elizabeth. I was wondering if it was their first time. Jackie says, I still think Sasha is Tracy's daughter. What? No. And Linda says, that would be interesting if Sasha was Tracy's daughter. And it would be odd if Tracy defended Sasha wait. And it was odd that Tracy defended Sasha like that. I was surprised she did too. It makes me believe a connection is there because Tracy doesn't do things out of the kindness of her heart. Sasha has to be a Q. I don't know where they're going with that, but that was out of character for Tracy. Just K says that wouldn't work since Sasha and Michael dated. Yeah, that's true. Sasha mentioned her grandmother before. Maybe Tracy knew her grandmother. P. Merle says, oh, please, don't wish Tracy on Sasha. Hasn't the girl been through enough? I know. Miss B says, Tracy is too old. BLQ and Sasha must be close to the same age. They are. P. Merle says, love the interaction between Lois and Sonny. Such good friends with no judgment. Finn and Liz deserve some happiness. It was also great to see Sasha out and about and smiling. Um, enough that Nettie and the Qs, wait, enough with Nettie and the Qs already. BLQ did the right thing by moving out. Wendy says, was kind of glad to see Liz and Finn have some excitement in their relationship. Good for them. Well, that's it for Comment Corner. Comment Corner. Things are moving slow. And I'm kind of thinking this is going to be a slow week. Why? I don't know. But something is winding down. I don't know. I need some excitement, y'all. But anyway, I'll be back for another daily recap of General Hospital.